Quick shout out to all the other short people in the world. This is what we have to deal with. I understand there's a ladder, guys. I am not throwing away my dignity. Not today. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today is a special day. We are at Leprechaun Hollows in West Olive, Michigan. This is a private course, and later today on the same course, there is a private skins match with Chandler Fry, Andrew Marweed, Nick Gill, and Gavin Rathbon. I'm excited to be able to spectate that event. It should be a blast, so sit back, relax, and let's go toss some plastic. Well guys, we've made it to hole 1 at Leprechaun Hollows, and let me tell you, this is a cool one. It's 177 feet, dead straight, and there is a backdoor hyzer lane. I'm gonna go up the middle. All right, we got through. Perfect way to start the round. Hole 2, things warm up very fast here at Leprechaun Hollows. 400 feet, dead straight through the woods. I'm gonna go with the orc, hopefully get a nice flip up, and we'll see what happens. Oh no. So it begins. Orc just flipped up and held straight a little too long. It was almost a perfect throw. Luckily, we did bounce back this way and not deeper into the woods, but I am gonna go with the sidearm approach shot, probably 120 feet to the basket. Ooh, good looking throw, kind of a bad kick, I think. Honestly, guys, I thought I was much closer. 2 of our 3 shots on this hole have been off the fairway from the knees. Not a good look for the brand, but we still have about 30 feet for the 3. Oh, good first putt. For the 4. Hole 3, 335 feet. We're just throwing a dead straight, but a very sharp left finish hyzer shot. We're going over the barn fence. It's really cool how this course is incorporating kind of like the farm life with disc golf. It's very cool, very unique. Well guys, we got absolutely smashed down by this tree. I couldn't really see it off the tee pad, but I definitely see it now. We still have about 85 feet for the 2. For the 3. Guys, I'm just gonna come out and say it. You wanna talk about goals? Gorgeous house, beautiful pool, gorgeous land, barns, and your own private disc golf course. I don't think it can get much better than that, and the owner has been extremely nice, extremely good at communication. Overall, it's just been a very good experience. Hole 4, 270 feet, dead straight, back into the woods with a right finish. Not a good shot. I'll be honest with you guys, that was just a really bad shot. We are pin high though, so I just gotta kind of putt through these woods, get it under the basket, take the 3 onto the next hole. For the 3. I don't think you guys understand how fast I really am. Hole 5, 331 feet. It did take me some scouting to figure out what's going on here. And guys, it's not easy. You wanna throw about 150, 200 foot layup shot through this Mando. And then it's an island green over the fairway. But I am gonna throw the brand new Innova Rolo. I wanna do a disc review of this thing, and soon I'll have the time to do that. All right, let's go. Honestly, guys, we wanted to fight up here a lot more than we did because there's no way to get to the island green, I think. So I'm just gonna have to chip up. Normally when I'm filming, I run everything, but we have a barn and a couple vehicles up there. So I'm just gonna play it simple, chip up there and play it safe. So there's our little island green up there. We're about 90 feet from the basket. That should work out just fine. For the 4. Hole 6, 193 feet, absolutely dead straight tunnel shot. You want a left finish, but honestly guys, if we throw and land straight, we should have an easy putt for the 2. That should be perfect. A much needed birdie. I am curious, do any of you guys go and spectate the Pro Tour at all? I have never actually gone to any spectator events. I've never watched a professional play, so I'm excited for this opportunity. I always thought that it just wouldn't be that enjoyable because most of the courses seem pretty wide open, but luckily this one is private, very few people, should be a really awesome experience. Hole 7, 177 feet. We just gotta throw kind of a wide hyzer over the driveway, and honestly guys, it looks like this hole does require a little bit of luck to get through the trees, unless you have the confidence to throw dead straight through about a 4-foot window. All right, we made it through. Once I got down here, guys, I do realize there is about a 15-foot opening. So it's definitely not as lucky as I thought, but for me, it was exactly as lucky as I thought because I just threw it and it worked out. Hole 8, 441 feet, absolutely dead straight tunnel shot. It looks like at the end you do want kind of a right to left action, but we're not going to overthink the hole. We're just aiming to go straight as far as we can with the Valkyrie. Man, I wish that would have hyzered out. I still think we'll be okay though. Near perfect tee shot. We didn't quite fight back though, so we are on the edge. And man, that is a tight tunnel for 400 feet down a fairway. We have to throw a really finicky ante shot through there. I'm gonna try the Rolo again. Oh, I think that was really good. I'm not gonna lie guys, I'm very proud of myself. This is an extremely hard hole. The Rolo may have just found a spot in the bag for the 3. Hole 9, 370 feet, dead straight down the tightest tunnel you've ever seen. I have no idea where the basket is. I could easily see getting like an 8 on this hole, but I'm gonna flip the Valkyrie up, throw it hard, and just see how far down there we can get. You know, it sucks because that was actually a really good throw. All right, guys, it looks like we still have about 150 feet to a super elevated basket. We just want to hang straight, hover over the driveway, and crash back down. I am going to go with the Justice. I rarely throw this backhand. I think that's what we wanted. Perfect upshot. I probably only throw the Justice backhand maybe once a month, but when I need it, I know I need it. Shout out to all the other short people in the world. This is what we have to deal with. I understand there's a ladder, guys. I am not throwing away my dignity. Not today. Hole 9 break, and first off, I want to start by saying thank you to everyone who supports me, everyone in the tossing plastic community, but I also want to give you guys a little piece of advice that I learned just through playing and that wasn't given to me, so I'd like to share it with you guys. I know in the past we've talked about disc selection, but one thing I want to touch on, which did showcase a bit today, is also knowing your energy level when choosing a disc. I know that sounds a little bit weird, but just hear me out for a second. Here are my drivers, guys, and as you know, these two are the most stable in the bag. Now on a normal hole, let's say a 370-foot hyzer shot, I'm gonna turn to the Firestorm. It gets better distance than the Boss. It has great stability, very reliable. But if you're at hole 1 of a tournament or you're just super excited and amped up, I would always recommend go up 1 in your stability category. This will help fight all of those extra emotions that you're about to put on your throw. In the beginning of this course with the long tunnel shots, as you saw, I was going with the Orc. Now, long tunnel shots are always the Valkyrie, but I was pretty excited to play here, so I dissed up to the Orc and it worked out well. But as I kind of got in my rhythm towards the end of the round, you saw me pulling out the Valkyrie over and over and over again. This was a little tip that I learned early on in my career, because every time I'd walk up to a hole one when I was super amped up, whatever driver I grabbed, I would just immediately overturn it, and it just starts you off on the wrong foot. This piece of advice goes all the way through the bag, driver all the way down to putters. If you're excited, disc up. If you're feeling tired, if it's been a long day, you're feeling lethargic, disc down. Get something a little more flippy so you can still get the distance that you could with something more overstable, with less arm. I hope this little piece of advice helps you guys, because it sure was a game changer for me. Now let's go finish this round. Hole 10, 300 feet. Dead straight, you kind of want a right finish. I'm guessing the basket's on the other side of those pine trees up there. I think that should be pretty good. That was a good throw, guys, but unfortunately we didn't quite get as much turn as we needed, so we did go deep. We have about a 40-foot Annie putt for the 2. Not great. For the 3, hole 11, 226 feet, big meat hook right. I am gonna sidearm the splice just because I'm not trying to risk anything. I don't want to hit anybody's car, because, you know, that makes for a long day, you know what I mean? Not great, but safe. Not a good tee shot, but we do have a chance to redeem ourselves with this really tight backdoor putt. Oh, come on, that would have been so cool. Oh my goodness. I hate when a putt goes from let's go to a, oh my goodness. You hate to see it. I'll be completely honest with you guys. 100% that was the wrong basket we just threw to. But it wouldn't be a tossing plastic video if I didn't throw out the wrong basket at least once. And we have to keep a pace so I can get out of everybody's way who's setting up for the private skins match. But we have hole 12, 200 and hole 15, 290 feet. I don't think I'm on hole 15. Guys, you ever have to just go look in the mirror and tell yourself to get your together? Because I know I just had to do that. Hole 12, 209 feet, dead straight. Luckily, we got some good ground play on that, because I made it about 100 feet in the air. So we're gonna regroup, focus up. We have about a 42-footer for the 2. We'll take it. For the 3, hole 13, 209 feet, basic. Do you mind? You know, like, everything's falling apart. I watched that footage back, and when it played the sound of the rooster, it started a turf war, I think. So we got hole 13, 200 feet, dead straight, kind of right to left with a super elevated basket. Oh, really good shot. For the birdie. Hole 14, 199 feet, dead straight with the low ceiling. Oh, 2 dead on in a row, just a little short. The Rhino's really saving our round here. All right, guys, now we're actually on hole 15, 290 feet, straight hyzer shot. The basket's just on the other side of this barn fence. Oh, that branch really killed our momentum. The Scorpion came up quite a bit short, but luckily I have practiced putts like this before. Shout out to Newport News, the worst video I ever made, but we still have about 65 feet over the fence for the 2. As you can see, that practice did pay off. We made it about halfway. Hole 16, now this is a fun one. It's only 137 feet, elevated basket, island hole. If you do want to go for it, you run the chance of going OB, so of course we're gonna go for it. Do it. Oh my goodness, we nailed the tree. For the 2, I don't know if this was put here just to retrieve your disc or if this is just a sneaky little way to mess with people, because if you come in and just barely miss the ace, instead of dropping, you hit this pallet and skip OB. It's kind of hilarious. Hole 17, 444 feet. We're throwing all the way across this field. I think the basket is just dead straight in those woods. That is a beautiful looking throw. Oh, that skip may have got us there. I'll be honest, guys, that skip really ate us up there. Other than that, it was a really good shot. I'm gonna go with a really tight turnover sidearm throw with the Rolo. We're only about 35 feet away from the basket. We will take that. We did leave ourselves a little bit of work on this putt, about 23 feet, but that was a really hard shot to execute, so I'm perfectly okay with that. Oh, we really kind of dropped the ball on this hole. And rounding off Leprechaun Hollows, we have hole 18, 215 feet, absolute meat hook left. You can go with a really high hyzer route, or if you're like me, you can go for this cheeky little skip shot off the driveway, and you don't have to ask me twice to try a skip shot. Oh, skipped, but I didn't hit the road. Listen, guys, don't take my advice. Where was I gonna skip to? There's a whole wall of trees up here. Definitely go for the high hyzer shot, but if I could do it again, I would try the skip again, of course. For the 3. And that wraps up today's video at Leprechaun Hollows Disc Golf Course in Holland, Michigan. And guys, I will say right away, if you're coming to play this course, be prepared for some classic Michigan woods golf. One thing about Leprechaun Hollows that I think my video showcased pretty well is there's a ton of character here, which is absolutely amazing. You have animals, open fields. You can tell this place is very taken care of. The tee pads might throw you for a loop. They messed with me for a little bit. They're like rubber mats, but he keeps a broom on every single hole so you can always keep them clean. I love when course owners do that because a smooth tee pad makes for a whole lot better of a disc golf experience. As you guys know, my rating only reflects the course as it sits in its current position because it is a private course. Other thing to keep in mind about Leprechaun Hollows is this is a private course where you need to contact and have communication with the owner to play. So if this is a course you want to check out and you're in the area, it is going to require a little bit of planning ahead of time, and more likely than not, you can't just show up here and try to get around in. Course does an amazing job of really pushing your disc golf limits on some holes, but then some holes, especially in the back 9, they really open up and they allow you to pick up those birdies to help keep your score at a decent level. You're definitely going to need all shot shapes in the bag to conquer Leprechaun Hollows, and you better practice your putts on elevated baskets. Overall, I'd give Leprechaun Hollows the very solid score of 8.5 out of 10. The only thing that I think really holds it back is it's not a course where everyone can come and have a blast. If you are newer and you come here, it might really put your mental fortitude to the test, and you might not have the best time. So just practice a little bit, get your skill up a bit, and then come check out Leprechaun Hollows. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Now I have to get going, watch an amazing pros skin match, but as always, it's your turn to go toss some plastic.